Opponent also undefeated at 17 wins, no losses.
Frank
12
Martin.
wins coming by way of knockout. The rising lightweight star of boxing, undefeated southpaw lightweight contender, Frank the Ghost Martin.
Rising star. He looked ready.
135 pounds for Frank Martin, right at the limit of one.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got Frank Martin fights tomorrow at 135. I'm not even going to try to say the guy's name that he's facing because I'm a butcher. But Frank Martin is, he's backed by Earl Spence. There's a lot of good things that's being said about him. There's a lot of good things about him that doesn't even need to be said, right? Because we can see it in his skills when he fights. He's a pretty good fighter. He's solid. He's trying to get his name up right now. He's building his resume up right now. He's calling out the big names like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. He wants to go with, he can get in there with Gervonta Tank Davis, Pitbull Cruz. The 135 division is definitely stacked. It's almost like the welterweight division at one point in time. It seems like the momentum has switched from welterweights down, besides the Spence and Crawford. Just having the names and the people that's currently fighting, seems like everybody now, the attention is becoming slowly turning towards the 135 division. And Frank Martin is one of the guys to look out for. I'm not really sold on him quite just yet. I would like to see some more from him. Maybe we can get a fight with him and Pitbull Cruz. I think that kind of fight right there would solidify him as, if he could win that kind of fight, that will put him in the talks, right? You take on somebody like Cruz, who's a tough fighter, who Cruz can beat anybody. He gave Gervonta Davis a hell of a fight, and many people thought that Gervonta might have lost. But I thought Gervonta won. It was a close fight. But just that type of opponent, that's like a Sean Porter, right? If you were a welterweight, you had to take if you was tough and you was who you said you was, you had to take the Sean Porter test. And if you couldn't pass the Sean Porter test, you weren't as tough as you thought you were. And I think Cruz is that type of fighter who can bring it out of you, right? Who can bring the best out of you. If you could beat Cruz, you can beat him. You could probably beat any other 135 pounders. So that's my take, guys. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully he puts on a good performance to keep the ball rolling, keep the steam going, keep his name going, keep the momentum going, and maybe we can see him get more better fights, bigger fights, so we can really see what type of fighter Frank Martin is. Because I think the jury's still out on him. I think the jury's still out on Frank. There's a lot of hype as of right now. Sorry about that. There's a lot of hype surrounding him right now. And it could be true. What's being said could be true about him. He could be as good as they say. I'm just saying we need to see it. And in order to see that, we need to see him in the ring with some of the top guys after this fight right here. That's my take, guys. Let me know what y'all think.